Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast Here Is Loud. Today I'm Balkis, your moderator, and our speaker today, Miss Ikra.
Yes, my name is Zikra, and I'm doing Masters in Computer Science from University of Malaya.
So today our main theme is about education, and I have personally contacted Miss Ikra to for her to share her experience with us regarding her journey while she's studying at University of Malaya. So, like, do you ever wonder, before how international students felt while studying in our country, their journey before? Because I do wonder sometimes, and I have this one classmate from China, but he rarely talks with other classmates, and he doesn't make a lot of friends. Also, that's the reason why I didn't try to talk to him to know more about him. But today we get to hear a live answer from Miss Ikra. So before we start, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Thank you so much, Balkis, for inviting me to your podcast. It's a good opportunity, and I feel lucky to be here today. I am Ikra, and I did my bachelor's from Pakistan. I did exchange. I was an exchange student in US, and then I came to Malaysia. Malaysia has been really nice to me, and I got admission in University of Malaya in Masters in Computer Science. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Like, can you briefly tell us about the process you've been through to get to study in University of Malaya? Like, how do you do your own research or survey before you apply to this university?
Yeah, so University Malaya, as you know, is the top university and it also comes into QS ranking
Mm,
for the world.
yeah.
So I feel like it was already, I knew since I was a student that this university has a really good standard. And if given the opportunity, I would love to study there. So once I completed my bachelor and I was working for a little bit in my country, home country. So I got an opportunity to work with one of the research project in blockchain and AI.
Mhm.
So I got to know that it's in University of Malaya, which I had a lot of questions and like how I would get admission. It seems difficult to get admission, but then in 2021 I applied, so it was really nice and I was really happy to know that I got admission. It was a really good feeling, and there were a few seniors who already graduated from University Malaya, and they were always saying good things that this
You're
is the.
senior from Pakistan?
Yes, they're my seniors from Pakistan. So they already told me that University of Malaya is the university if you want to study. And because Malaysia is near to Pakistan as compared to other countries, and it's a Muslim country, so it was just a
Yeah.
natural choice to make. And it's a very good institute. So I ended up choosing for University of Malaya, and luckily I got selected. So this was the whole process of getting admission. And yeah.
Oh, like what is your previous achievement makes you eligible to study abroad?
Make me study abroad.
You like achievement, anything that you need to get first before you can continue study in Malaysia?
Yeah, I feel like it has to be more of your general profile and your grades. Of course,
Yes.
University Malaya has a high standard, and still now studying here because I had better CGPA or a degree in engineering. So I
Oh,
think so that's made me selected for admission. So I think so two things I would say: you had to have a good background, like your grade, to get selected, and also you should be passionate enough to apply and fulfill the requirements of University of Malaya or for Malaysia.
yeah, yeah. Like in Malaysia, before you can continue your study in bachelor degree, there have many options, but two of the
Mm.
most option that people usually choose is foundation and diploma. So
Yeah.
like foundation is usually take 1 year and
Mm-hmm.
then you can take your degree straight away. But
Okay.
if you take diploma, it's like 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
But
It
it
takes
can
that.
decrease your degree time like 2 years.
Okay, that's interesting.
But still, the
Yeah.
total of our study is 5 years
Oh,
plus
okay.
minus.
Yeah, that's Good to know, like, and also a good experience as an international. I didn't know that this is the process for this, but I feel like if I have been living and talking to UM students, they all are very intelligent and they are very hardworking. So my experience in Malaysia has been very enlightening. That
Yeah.
everybody is so focused on their assignments,
Yes, yes.
work, and also they do a lot of co-curricular activities, and a lot of things are going like. A singing competition, and then there is a line dance going on, so
Yeah,
it's a
they're both active in study and co-curriculum
yes,
things.
that's amazing experience to get as an international.
Do you ever met someone that lazy or didn't contribute in group work so
Yeah, I
far?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was something international students sometimes, but locals were really working hard, even in my classes. But like, yeah, there are few people who are not responsive in the group, and
Mm,
all the work you have to do, like it's just,
yes. The local also the
yeah.
same. So like what did you feel like when you got accepted into University of Malaya? Does your family agree with your decision?
Yeah, I think so. They were really happy that it's not like random university. As I said earlier, it's
Mm.
a world-class ranking university. So they were really proud of me, honestly. And they were like, okay, and it's near to Pakistan also. It's not that far as compared to other countries that we can go. And you are getting a higher education. So it's a win-win
Mm.
situation for everyone. So you are closer to your family, and at the same time, you are getting a really a good class of education.
Oh, good for you because I got accepted into University of Malaya, my family this does not agree with me because it is 4 hour journey from my home to this
Oh,
university. So they assume like it's very far from home. They want
yeah,
me to study around the neighborhood so they
yeah.
can monitor me easily, but I insist on entering this university so they have no choice.
Yeah, I think so. That also like where the kind of a family or the background as Muslim community we
Yeah,
come from.
yeah.
So my mom was really concerned. She was like, "Oh, how would you live alone?" Because this is my first time to come
Mm.
and live alone outside of my family. So she was really concerned that how things would be. But at the same time, when she saw that it makes me happy and all this, so they kind of agree, because I told them that nobody, like, not all people get this opportunity. So if I have the
Yeah.
opportunity, so please let me pursue it. But now they
Yes.
are like happy that I'm doing good and I'm almost around completing my degree.
So, your study here, did you get any scholarship or financial assistance?
Yeah, sometimes I mean I had some projects which can facilitate like RA ship or something like this, and before that I paid my fees. So later
Oh,
on I can get enroll and I can get paid according to my research task for my supervisor that I was doing.
oh. So, but like in for Malaysian,
Hmm.
if you want to further study, you can get either study loan or
Oh,
scholarship. But study loan, you have to pay it back monthly after
oh,
you
okay.
secure your first job.
Hmm.
Usually, they will give the period of 15 years to
Mm-hmm.
pay back because
Oh,
yeah it requires a lot of money to continue degree,
oh yeah.
but if you got a scholarship,
Yeah.
mostly if you got the scholarship you can just work with the company that give you
Mm-hmm.
scholarship right after, so that's the benefit.
So do you think like getting scholarship in Malaysia is easy for
No,
locals?
it's very hard.
Oh,
Especially, you know, the big
mm-hmm.
company like
Yeah,
Petronas,
yeah,
Shell,
yeah.
they do offer scholarship, but to
Okay.
get the scholarship is not an
It's the
easy task.
competition.
There's a
Mm.
few stages of
Mm-hmm.
interview you have to enter to get the
Mm.
scholarship. Only a few will shortlisted.
Yeah, that's true.
So, did you, before you continue your degree here, did you take any course related to your course degree here at school before?
No, since I came from engineering background, so it was just a natural choice, because I had already studied these subjects in my bachelor's. Like the
Hmm.
primary basics of all these subject, I studied in my bachelor's, so I didn't have to take any courses. I just had to take courses when I came here of Bahasa Malaya.
Oh,
It's a
masuk.
compulsory course for me, and also research because I was enrolled in research.
So like before you continue pursuing in degree, did you have the system like primary school and secondary school?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did that in my
So
own.
like in secondary school, did you take engineering or
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah. It
basic?
has to be focused. Like it's pre-engineering, and then you take bachelor's in engineering. So this is the prerequisite for the
Oh yeah,
bachelor's in
yeah.
engineering, something
Oh,
like this.
we also have the same system.
Oh, okay.
Like I just mentioned just now, foundation and
Yeah.
diploma, each that have its own courses. So, but actually not like that. Like if you take science, you can
Mm-hmm.
still majoring in science, engineering, or computer
Oh,
because
okay.
science is like
Whole field,
yeah,
yeah.
it covers almost everything.
Yeah, I think so. We have also engineering and medical. Like you have two choices for people who wants to be into sociology, psychology, psychiatrist, and also MBBS.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they go into that side for the engineering. So it's engineering. Like they can come into tech, computer science, and
Mm.
all this. Yeah, I
It's a
think so.
wide field.
It's a wild field. It's a lot of options you have.
So like I wonder how long have you been staying here in Malaysia?
I think so. 1.5 year. I came in COVID around December 2021.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you ever going back to Pakistan this 1.5 year?
Yeah, I just went back in December end, so I came back in January.
This year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's new. So when you're here, how you stay connected with your family?
It's a little bit difficult sometimes because they have a time difference,
Uh,
like 3 hours. It's not that much, but still,
yeah, yeah.
when you want to call them at 9 a.m. or
Uh,
10 a.m., they are sleeping. Like it's 6 a.m.
yeah, because
Yeah,
you have a packed schedule, right?
exactly. So I have a packed schedule and I have a limited time to talk to them. So it's sometimes very challenging, honestly. And sometimes you are just stressed or you really want your family around, so it's
Someone to
sometimes,
talk to.
yeah, and it's become difficult to be in those situations, but at the same time, having your own individual experiences in Malaysia and making new friends. And I had a local friend, she's like my sister now, and we talk about everything, and we
The same course as you?
no, she's from languages
Oh, yeah, yeah.
department. So yeah, we were able to communicate and bond.
So, what do you usually do during mid-sem break? No, during sem break.
I think so. I go out with my international friends because they are
Yeah,
around. Locals are mostly going to
yeah.
their own home. So this is a kind of a difficult period. Not difficult, but at the same time, I schedule my time with my international friends. So we go somewhere along, like 2, 3 days a trip.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
nice.
that's nice. But if we cannot do that, we just hang around. Like because we are students, so we don't have
Uh,
much money. Also, we have to think about everything. Okay, because everything for us is different, the currency difference and all this,
yeah,
so we just hang around, I think so we do that.
yeah. You good lah. You take good advantage of studying abroad. So, Miss Ikra, being a student in a foreign country, what have been the biggest challenges you faced so far?
I think so. A little bit challenging from the start has been the language. Sometimes, like people are talking and you're trying to communicate. If I booked a grab or,
Uh,
so they are talking
yeah,
to me.
some Malaysian
Yeah,
can't speak
cannot
English.
speak. And also, I want to order food. So I cannot tell them, okay, I want this, I want this. So I'm still trying to know new terms, even if it's been 1.5 years for me.
It's
But
still a long way
it's
to
a
go.
long way. So I want this. Syrup to be tied up, so I have to remember ikutupi. So I just remember like 10 times to say and tie up.
Yeah, it's
And
bit
then
hard for you.
yeah, so sometimes because the local mama places or the local places don't understand all the English
Uh,
words what I'm trying to communicate. So I think so this is the
so
only challenge for me.
how did you overcome them
I think so I'm learning the new terminologies or languages.
in Bahasa?
Yeah, in Bahasa. That's what, like, I try to, okay, this is the thing that I need to remember so I can more blend in. And they also feel like, okay, I'm familiar with those kinds of thing. So I think so I'm trying to be more listening to the words and
Yeah.
adapting because at the end of the day, that's also a good part because you learn,
Mm,
and when you live in a country,
yeah.
so you get to know new things because back home nobody would know this. You can tell them, okay, I know these words from this language, so
You
I
can
can be,
teach your
yes, I can,
Pakistan
yeah,
friends,
family,
family.
yes, yeah, that's
So
true.
you know Bahasa Melayu.
Yeah, a little bit.
Does, in your opinion, does Bahasa Melayu is hard to learn?
Not that hard. I think so because it's a little bit similar to English words, but
Yeah,
different
yeah.
letters, but different spelling letters.
We quite have a few words that
Yeah.
sound the same when you pronounce it.
And also when you write it, so it's
It's
similar.
still the alphabet, right?
Yes, it's still the alphabet. But I still feel like the dictionary is very different. Like sometimes I just don't understand the whole sentences or a long conversation at all.
So, do you mind saying something in Bahasa Melayu for our listener?
I can just say nama saya Ikra. I think so. That's the only sentence I can completely
That's
say.
nice. Yeah, that's good. So, tell us a little about your experience studying at University Malaya. Does it meet your expectation or does it not?
Uh, I think so. It did meet because I feel like it has a high target when I submit my assignments, and also
Yeah,
in COVID it was different. Honestly, I was
because
very
it's
challenged.
fully online, right?
Yes, and online, and also there was nobody when I came here in early 2022. So things were not open, so it was
Mm.
very challenging, and I was like missing my family more.
Yeah, and it's hard to go outside at that
Exactly,
time.
exactly. So not more activities to do. But right now things are opening. So I see a lot of activities going on. So I really enjoy being in UM. And at the same time I really love telling people outside the UM that, oh, I'm UM student, because whenever you tell the locals
Yeah, you
also,
should be proud.
yes,
Whenever, even Malaysian, when they hear, they ask,
exactly.
where did you study? When I said,
You
I'm studying at University of Malaya, they were like, you study at
exactly.
University of Malaya? That's
Yeah.
one of the top students.
Oh,
I was like, okay, it's not
okay.
big deal, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Same reaction from me. Because whenever I go out, so people like, oh, you are studying in University of
They
Malaya.
have high expectation of us.
Exactly. Yes. I hope so we are completing their expectations.
So I forgot to ask. You have your own accent, right? And we have our
Yeah,
own accent.
exactly.
Does it hard for you to understand
Yeah, yeah,
our
yeah.
accent?
I think so. Sometimes when I came initially, I cannot understand even the English. Now I feel like I keep listening to all everyone, so now I can get it.
So now you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly, exactly. I do
Yeah,
understand.
I understand how you feel because I also have this one lecturer.
Uh-huh.
He's from Bangladesh. Until
Oh.
now, I didn't understand what did he say because the way they say like
Yes, the accent. You're like, oh my God, what foreign words are these?
yes,
English.
I totally cannot get his accent at all.
Yeah.
And then like I couldn't focus on his class, so I just revised by myself after his class.
Oh my God.
So it take time, but
Yes.
I'm still a long journey to
Yeah,
understand what did he
exactly.
say. So have you adapt to our language and communication?
Yeah, I think so. I would say yes, and I'm still working towards that. With the passing of time, I would get better. But I do understand the general terminal accents and
Mm.
also general communication. Okay, I can say like okay la, and like
Mm.
terima kasih, and sama
True.
sama, like general things I can say.
But the funny thing in Malaysia, if you say terima kasih, other people will say terima kasih too. We
Yeah,
we just thank you, and then
thank
other
you,
people say thank you.
thank you
There's
as
no you're welcome. I
yeah.
don't know why. It's just our culture.
Yeah, I think so.
I
They're like
think.
just humble and courteous, so they
Mm.
just want to thank each other. I think so. That's nice.
Everyone want to thank first.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
how about your classmate? Are they friendly with you? Did you make a lot of friend here?
I think so. Initially, when I was living in college 10 also, so I felt like no local wants to talk to me, honestly, because I tried to smile at them, and they did not smile back at me. I don't know, maybe they had a tough day or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe I'm not doing something right. But then later on, I met a lot of nice local friends, also internationals later on with the time. So I feel like they are very nice people, and I made friends in my classes, and I've interacted with all different kinds of people. So now my experience has been revised. But initially, I only had Malay friends, not the Indian local
Oh,
friends
yeah,
and the
yeah.
Chinese local
Their
friends.
Indian and Chinese is quite hard to make friends with.
Yeah, so I
Even
had.
I also did not get along really well with my
Yeah.
Chinese classmate because they like to be in their with their own kind and
Yeah.
they love to speak Chinese.
Yeah, that's true. So, and also like they don't initiate conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they rarely
they
want to talk
rarely.
to you first.
So yeah, I think so. I have more Malay friends.
Yeah, I can say Malay is quite very
Yeah,
friendly.
that's true. That's true. But sometimes I feel like the only barrier between you and them is the language.
Yeah,
Because sometimes in
because even we can speak English,
English,
but our English is not that good. So sometimes like when I say I have this
mm,
one Chinese classmate, his accent is so like powerful.
different.
If you heard like, wow, he's smart lah. And then sometimes when
Mm-mm.
he's saying something, he's saying it so fast. I couldn't catch it. I
Ah,
macam, huh? Again?
yeah. Yeah, I think so. It works for me the same because Malay people have different accent.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you are like, oh, okay, I didn't get what English was this.
You just nodding,
Yeah,
agree everything.
exactly.
Yeah, I
You
do
do
the
that.
same whenever I don't understand, I just yes, yes.
Yeah, or sometimes you can ask, can you repeat this? Because I just didn't get it. So yeah, I think so.
So, do you have any memorable experience or highlights from as international students studying here?
Yeah, I think so. Most highlight is I went to bird park with two of my Malaysian
Bird
friends.
park.
Yes, and we had a mini picnic, and we would put
Oh,
like a
that's nice.
yeah. It was
I
just a
love picnic.
yes, and it was just a very family kind of experience because we
Yeah.
all cooked one meal and we
Oh,
just ate there. So I just felt very close, and I felt like this is my small family that I built up here. So it was a more homely experience, and these two girls really love me, like my
Malaysian
family.
girl?
Yes, they are Malaysians and they took me there. So we went to this different parks and explored. So I was really happy. Like, okay, I have made a small kind of a family here and really good friends.
Yeah.
So it
Having a good friend is,
one of the lifetime experience. Yes.
yes, not everyone have that.
Yes, and they took me there, and we had a small. So I feel like it's just for now. This is kind of an experience that I really love. That even if I spent very short time here,
Hmm.
I still have really nice friends, and
Yeah.
we are making memories,
It's
going
good that
somewhere.
people around you are giving you positive vibes.
Yeah, so we are going places and visiting. So it's the whole thing. Like I'm not going alone, and also I have
Hmm.
a small group of friends where I can go and eat. Like this was
Yeah.
a really
So
nice
how about
experience.
the food in Malaysia?
That was a little bit struggling for me, honestly. But I think so. I have adapted, and I some of my favorite dishes are nasi goreng
Nasi
tuna
goreng.
and nasi goreng ayam. So this is one I'm daily ordering from the cafeteria. But initially, I think so. The tastes are very different from
From your country.
yes, from my country. So our food is more similar. If you have eaten biryani, I think so. Biryani is really famous. So
Uh,
we tend to have more spicy food, and the ingredients are very different.
it's not the same, the taste in your
Uh
country and our
yeah,
country.
not the same at all. Not the same at
Are
all.
the
So
presentation not the same too?
no, not at all. We are more of a bread person. If you know roti canai, similar
Mm-hmm.
to. So we eat that daily. But
Yeah.
Malaysians eat nasi like rice. So they
During
are.
breakfast.
Uh,
Because usually roti canai we eat during breakfast.
Oh,
Me for
okay.
me lah, I usually eat it
No, we
on
eat three times. Something similar. Yes, we had roti.
even at night.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about other people, but I just eat it during breakfast.
Yeah, I think so. Our roti canai is similar, but it's different. Like it's wheat.
Mm.
And in a week, we have only one or twice or three time maximum. We eat rice. So it's very cultural shock for me when I came
You
here.
how much did you eat rice in Pakistan for one day?
No, we don't eat rice at all. One day.
Then what did you eat?
Yeah, we eat bread, the roti. Uh,
Did you have rice there?
no, 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 no rice.
I
For Malaysians, I think so. This is shocking because
Yeah,
they feel like it's your meal is not complete without the rice.
yeah.
Yeah,
You whenever I didn't get any rice
yeah,
for one whole day, I'd be nervous and shaking. I
exactly.
need rice. I need rice.
Yeah, I think so. I'm becoming more Malaysian now. I do the same thing sometimes.
So
I'm like,
like,
I need to eat rice today.
is rice good?
Yes, it's good. It's good. Yes. I think so. That's what I adapted, like a different taste. And sometimes even I say to my friends that, okay, I want to eat rice.
Mm.
Like, so
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting quarter
Mm.
Malaysian already.
You need rice.
Yes.
Yeah, you should explore more on food because I also still exploring food around KL. I love
Oh,
cafe hopping and I love
that's
Korean
good.
food, Japanese
We should go
food.
to Pakistani place or eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We should
I wish
after.
to go there someday, but not right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We should. Let's plan
I
it.
need to wait for me to have a work because yeah, student bro,
Yeah,
we don't
that's
have any
true.
money. So like long you've been here right for
Mhm.
1.5 years. Have you had the chance to explore other city?
Yeah, I went to Cyberjaya, Putrajaya. Like these are the closest to KL.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same
Have you
time,
been outside Kuala Lumpur?
yeah, I went to Malacca and I
Oh,
also went to Penang. Yeah, so
Malacca is
that's
nice place.
yeah, I think
It's like
so.
the historical place in
Yeah,
Malaysia.
and
So,
it's more. They have lake also,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nicer.
And
Like
then
I went to that boating.
becha.
No.
I don't remember the English word for becha, but it's like the two tires, and then you can see someone will cycle it.
Oh, okay.
It got a lot in Malacca, and I love to riding that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so. I've seen this.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
they have
think you
lights
know.
also
Yeah, yeah,
around them.
the decoration
Oh,
is
that's
fancy.
yes, definitely. And that's a very nice place and all the cards
So,
there.
like, you're studying at foreign country. How
Hmm.
do you balance your academic responsibility while exploring new things in this Malaysia?
I think so. This is a bit challenging. That's very true because you have to go out also explore things, but you have to study.
Yeah,
So I
the
think
urge to
yes,
explore and
yes,
then
it's
study.
difficult. It's very difficult, honestly. But at the same time, you have to have right time management. So I try to meet my goals for academically, like I have to clear this course and do this
Is
assignment.
it hard?
Yes, definitely hard because you want to explore places because Malaysia is a tourist spot. So you just want to go to Langkawi or
Yeah, right.
Penang
Have
or
you been there?
yeah, I went there, Langkawi, with
That's
my friends.
nice.
Yeah, but for 1 or 2 day, but we were also broke at that time, so we were just wanted to explore.
So, like, what is your future plans after you finish study in University of Malaya?
I think so. Maybe I will go for further studies, or I will work in somewhere else, or
Did you plan to work in Malaysia or back to your country or other places?
I think so. I want to go back to my country at some point. Like I want to serve my country in the way
Mm.
that I have gained experience, and I'm
Yeah,
like around 5% who got the opportunity this.
yeah,
So
that's good because
transfer that knowledge and all this. But I don't mind getting an opportunity in Malaysia. But ultimately, I want to uh, create a platform for my home country students or people who wants to explore because not everyone is lucky enough to get the experience. So
yes,
yeah, something like this.
experience is very expensive.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
like, if you by any chance you got the chance to work in Malaysia, wouldn't it be hard?
I think so. It wouldn't be that hard for me now since I lived here. But at the same time, I would want to be it more of a online work from home opportunity. Like
Yeah,
maybe they would give me some opportunity so I can visit my home and get more time and spend there because studying is still easier, but when you
mm.
are tied up with the work and all this, so it's
Yeah,
really
you
busy.
have to commit to
Exactly.
your work because while
Exactly.
studying, if you missed a class, it's
It's
okay.
okay. Yeah,
You
that's
can
true.
just
And
revise back. But in
yeah,
work area,
exactly.
really have to commit, or else
Exactly. Yeah,
they will
that's true.
label you as someone that did not take things
Focus
seriously.
seriously. So, yeah, if you are representing your country, so you don't want to be labeled
Hmm.
as such person
Yeah,
who's,
especially you're
yeah,
not from here. Everyone
yes,
will look not
Yeah,
good
that's true.
at
That's
you.
true.
They
And
will talk about you.
yes, and I feel like wherever I go here in Malaysia, that's the responsibility that I carry. So people are like, oh, okay, you are from Pakistan, so you have to represent yourself and all
You have to
this.
behave.
Yeah, not I think so. That's natural, but at the same time, it's just you have to build up your good reputation also. Yeah, you have to work hard.
Yeah. It's quite hard about that part, but I think you have a good attitude, but I think that's okay. So
Yeah.
like what do you enjoy the most about studying in University of Malaya?
I enjoy being around different cultures and the exposure that I'm getting in because that would not I wouldn't be able to get in my country. We are the same people, we are the same thing. So
Yeah.
I'm a person who enjoys the cultures and also different learning things, new things. So in Malaysia and UM, oh my God, it's a huge lot of people I see. Like sometimes I see Indians wearing their own traditional
Yeah,
clothes,
yeah.
and then I
Have you
see
tried any our traditional clothes?
yeah, I tried the bhaji korang one with
Oh,
yeah with
from your friends.
yes from my friend. Yes, I
It must be
tried to
nice.
wear.
I love baju kurung
Yeah, that's
because
so
like that's
nice.
simple but
It's elegant and
yeah,
it's
simple but
nice.
elegant.
Yeah, that's true.
Even sometimes their design,
Hmm.
I really like baju kurung.
That's I also like every tradition because on Eid also I saw everyone was wearing. So it was just
Yeah.
treat to my eyes like, oh, that's so nice. Because in my own country I wouldn't get to see that.
Do you
So
have your own?
yeah, we do have our own traditional. It's similar to shalwar kameez, and it's also a loose pants. Yeah,
Oh,
and also a long shirt. So and we have also dupatta to wear. Uh,
like the shawl
yeah, like the shawl,
to
but it's
cover the neck.
longer. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I
cover.
know that one. I've
Yeah,
seen in the movies.
that's good.
So, like all these, have you adapted to the cultural differences?
Yeah, I think so. Now I have adopted, and there are a few things that are very different from your country, like the
Yeah,
people
it's not gonna be
communication.
the
Yes,
same.
people communication, people attitude generally.
Yeah.
So I feel like we are more of a group people. In Pakistan, we always go in a group and we are very loud as a nation. And we are very aggressive because we are emotional everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
Oh,
I feel like
you're like
Pakistanis.
Arab person also.
Exactly, same, similar. So Arabs are the same if you know.
Yeah, I
So
know about the rumors. Arab is aggressive, and then
they
is it?
get into yeah they get pissed off really easily. So I feel like that's the difference. So I love that Malaysians are very calm. They do things very peacefully. Also they
Some
have
lah. I think you
yeah.
haven't met the one that fussy, talk loud. We do have that,
Yeah,
but
I think so, but
not general.
everybody is different, but that's
Mm.
like a general behavior that I observed as compared to nation. So I was like, oh, okay, this is nice.
Yeah. So, like, how do you manage to balance your academic responsibility and your personal social life as an international student?
Yeah, that's also tough to manage actually. With the UM schedule, it's very difficult
Yes,
sometimes. Oh my
very.
God. So
I got classes every day, eight to
same. And
six.
I feel like with me doing the research, it's so hectic sometimes because you are stuck in your schedule. And right now, also the same. For like 3 months, I'm just disappeared from my social life. But I plan to go out since once I get done with all my assignments.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I do is whenever I get time to hang out with my friends, we make plan for dinner. We do one day hangout, and we try to make plans when everyone is available. So this is also difficult because everyone is not available every time.
Yeah, we don't have the same free
Exactly.
time.
Same schedule because everybody has classes. So I feel like I try my maximum to hang out because I have time all the time in the sense that I don't need to meet my family or, relatives. I'm not booked with those events. So I'm like, if whatever, whoever is available, so we really hang out and have a conversation. And so I feel like I try to balance my social life as much as I can with the
Yeah.
academic schedule of
It's good for you to try to balance those things. It's
yeah.
gonna benefit you in
Yeah,
your
I hope
workplace.
so. Yeah, I think so. That's good. That depends.
So like do you take in computer engineering, right?
Computer science, yes.
Computer science. Do you have lab session?
Yeah, before that, I had some of the classes
Like
last semester.
you do mini projects, such
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. That's we did.
Is it hard?
It is definitely hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I also got lab session 11
Oh,
until 5.
okay.
Even 11 until 5 is not enough to finish one experiment.
Oh my God, that's
I'm taking
true.
applied chemistry.
Oh, that's too difficult also, I guess.
It's very difficult because we have elective and we need to take at least 15 credit hour.
Oh my God.
And then one
Hmm.
subject is only 2 credit hours. So you have to take 8 to 9 to
I really wish you good luck because I know it's gonna be very difficult. I didn't have that much courses, but even if I'm doing only research, it's so difficult sometimes to manage your things
yeah.
and a lot of
Research
tasks.
research requires a lot of work.
Yes, it also requires a lot of time.
Do you
Yes.
ever feel like giving up?
I think so one time. To be honest, I did thought about that, but then I was like, oh my God, I came all the way to Malaysia for this. So I think so I have to get it done. So I think so I cannot give up. That's not an
Yeah,
option.
it's almost there. You're almost halfway
Yeah,
there.
that's true. That's true.
So, one last thing. What advice or tips would you give to other international students who intended to study in
Um,
a foreign country?
I feel like that's a very good question. I am, and I think so. There are three things that I would say is come with a positive attitude
Yeah,
and also try to adapt to the culture
yeah,
and try to enjoy a little challenging challenges that you come across on the way because things are going to be very different from your home country.
yes. It's
So
gonna
you
be
have to
a whole lot
exactly.
different
So you have to come up with a mindset that okay, I'm ready to do this.
because even now your
Yeah,
mindset in and my mindset is not the same, right?
exactly. But you have to get along and you have to make a conversation
Yeah,
with the same.
like it or don't like it, you have
Exactly.
to adapt.
So I think so when you come to a foreign country, you should keep this in mind. So when you come, so things wouldn't be that difficult for you. Because if you come up with the, oh my God, what is happening with my life?
Yeah,
I cannot speak Bahasa Malaya and they cannot speak English, then you're gonna have
yeah.
no friends.
You have to learn their language, right?
Exactly. And even if it's a little bit challenging and the culture is different, it's okay, try new cultures. So you should have a positive attitude towards this.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, like, studying abroad is not an easy journey. You have no family, no relatives, and even worse, if you didn't know how to make new friends. I also agree about gaining new perspective and exposure because we get to learn about other people's culture, right? So that is fun, and it help you to think outside the box and help you create a new scene in your mind. To learn about what other people think. So, guys, if you had the chance to continue your study abroad or in your local country, just go for it because small input is still an input. So, a huge thank you to our speaker, Miss Ikra, for today. And for our listener, see you all in our next session.
Thank you so much, Bilkis, for having me.
Yeah, thank you too for
Thank
coming.
you.